Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's video on wheelchair parts and how they work. So we're going to start first with the purpose of our wheelchairs. So wheelchairs are purpose for proper fit and comfort of your patient, for their maximum function of your patient, for stability and safety for your patient, and protection of their body structures like those bony prominences in one of the last few videos I did. And then it is also a way for safe and efficient mobility when the patient cannot ambulate or walk by themselves. So next is the factors to consider when selecting a wheelchair. So these can be the patient's level of disability and functional ability. It can be your patient's age, size, stature, and then their weight as well. And then their expected use according to the patient's needs. So it can be used for recreation, ability to transport, or just transfer needs. And then whether it's for temporary or long-term use, there's different wheelchairs for that. And then prognosis for change regarding patient's condition in regards to mobility, and then their mental and physical capacity of the patient. And then now for the wheelchair parts and how they work. So first is the armrest. They are there for the patient's arms to rest on, and they can also be removed. So let me show you. So this is your armrest. So some of them have a little button to push, but some don't. So you just pull up and they're removable, and then you can put them right back. And you want to hear the click for them to click in. And then next is the clothing arm, which is on the armrest. And this is there to protect your clothes from being caught in the drive wheel, because when you're sitting, your clothes are right there next to it. You don't want your clothes to get caught in it and then have problems propelling yourself. And then there's also the front rigging release, which is where your legs stay, and it allows us to be able to swing away the leg rest as needed for safe transfers. And let me show you how. So you have, you want to push from the outside, and you'll push it out, and you can also remove it entirely. So it's good to be able to move out of the way for a safe transfer, and then you just put it back on and you push it back in, and you hear a click to make sure that it's in there correctly. And then next we have the front rigging, which was on that. It's just the front rigging where your legs go. And then there's also heel or toe loops. This wheelchair doesn't have them, but some do, so that they help with positioning of the foot and to keep the foot secure on the foot plate. Which brings me to the next thing, is the foot plate. It's this little foot plate right here. You can flip it up, you can flip it down, depending on how you're transferring your patient. You can put it up when you're swinging out the front rig release, and then you can put it down when your patient needs it. And then next is our caster wheels, which are the small front wheels that help with steering. And then there's the hand rim, which is on the drive wheel right here. It helps the patient to propel themselves. And then there's also the wheel lock, which is it's right here. You just want to make sure you lock it when you're transferring a patient or trying to get them out of their chair, up and out of their chair. And then we already went to the drive wheel. That's this big one in the back wheel right here. And then there's also the back upholstery where the patient can sit back on. And then there's also these push handles that are used for the healthcare worker or caregiver to be able to push the wheelchair. So that is it for wheelchair parts and how they work. Thank you for joining me for this video. See you next time.